Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to my channel, Life with Patty. And here we are, the first of the month. And so I thought I would show you what movies we watched in February 2025. I did that so that I could get a thumbnail. Okay, so some of these movies were watched just by my husband, or some of them I watched just a little bit of it and then I went and did housework or something. So let's get started. All these movies are DVDs that we own. None of these are new releases. I believe these are all older movies. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the older movies though, right? And not old like, 30s and 40s, but I don't know, 2000s and 90s or whatever. So we have Men in Black. I don't think I've ever watched this movie all the way through with Tommy Lee Jones and Will Smith. It's just kind of, what do you consider this? It's I can't remember. It's an action movie. It's kind of far-fetched where they're, fighting people from outer space and whatever. But it's kind of funny in a way. But my husband liked it, so on Saturdays and Sundays, I'll always ask him, do you want me to put a movie in for you? And I'll watch a little bit of it, and then I'll go off and go to work. So that was one of the movies that he watched mainly. This other one is Road Trip. I think this movie came out in like the 90s. And it's just kind of a funny, comedy movie. But it is rated R, and there is a reason for that. There's a lot of nudity, and there's some sex, and there's a lot of cussing. So if that's not your thing, this is definitely not the movie for you. But it is funny. And this nerdy kid goes off with these other kids to, what are they going to? Oh, to retrieve a video that somebody accidentally sent to his girlfriend that he didn't want her to see. But anyways, it's just kind of a comical. I've watched it before. I didn't watch the whole thing with him, but I watched part of it. But it's just kind of funny. All right. Let's see what the rating is on this. I can't find it. Oh, PG-13. Okay, 50 First Dates with Drew Barrymore and Adam Sandler. And we have watched this movie, I don't even know how many times, where Lucy gets in a wreck and she has no short-term memory, just her long-term memory. And he's kind of a player and is always hitting on different girls, but he really falls for her and then doesn't know what's wrong because, like, she can't remember their date from the first, from the night before. So we've watched this movie over and over. It's PG-13. It's pretty G-rated as far as I'm concerned. I don't know why. Maybe there's a little bit of cussing in there is the only reason why it would be PG-13, because there's no, sex scenes or anything like that. I think it has to do with a little bit of cussing, but it is funny. It's comical. We've watched it a million times and we like it. All right, this one is rated R. It's Men of Honor. This was a book that John Grisham wrote and turned into a movie with Cuba Gooding Jr. and Robert De Niro. It is pretty intense. It's a good movie. It's all about the military and diving, and he's kind of a jerk for officer, and he goes through a lot but proves himself. So it is a really good movie, but it definitely is keeps you on your edge, right? Keeps you on your seats. Alrighty, here we have, this is funny that this is PG-13 and so is 50 First Dates, but this is Coyote Ugly. And it's got some cussing in it. That's probably why. Some voluptuous dancing, maybe, is why it's PG-13. But it's about a girl trying to go to New York and make her way in the singing industry. And she ends up bartending at a bar called Coyote Ugly, which now they actually have a real Coyote Ugly bar in Las Vegas. I don't know if they have them anywhere else, but I've been to the one in Las Vegas. It's kind of a joke, but not somewhere I'd really want to go. But we were in Vegas and we're like, let's just go check it out. So I think the cab driver gave us free tickets to get in. Otherwise, it had a entry fee to get in. So we've watched this movie a million times too, but it's fun and I like the music in it. So And then we watched Identity Theft. I think we watched this one together, didn't we? And it is with Melissa McCarthy and Jason Bateman. And she steals his identity, and he goes to find her to get his money back and his credit cards and his identity. And they end up becoming friends, and it shows what happens to her down the road, but they end up all becoming friends. So it's a comedy, and it is rated. It's not rated. That's so bizarre. There's a lot of cussing in here, isn't there, dear? Yeah. So I don't know why they didn't rate that. That's weird. All right. I don't know. Did you watch Cheaper by the Dozen with me? Or did I watch this when you were gone?
I think you watched it.
Yeah. So Cheaper by the Dozen. This is the new Cheaper by the Dozen. The more, not the one from the 60s with Steve Martin. And I forget her name of the mother who played the mother. But they have 12 kids, and it just shows their life in chaos of him being a coach, and she's an author of a book, and moving, and it's just about their crazy life. It's funny. We've watched it several times. I like it. And my favorite movie for this month is Hope Floats, which is a movie that came out, I believe, in the 90s or the early 2000s. And the rating on this is PG-13. And I think that's just because there's a slight amount of cussing in here, not a lot. Sandra Bullock and Harry Connick Jr., like, such a good movie. Oh my gosh, such a good movie. Her husband cheats on her with her best friend, and so she up and packs her bags, and she and her daughter move back to Ohio, I believe it is, and live with her mom. And this is her old boyfriend he was a classmate, but not a boyfriend, but they kind of hooked up. And it has a sad ending, but a good ending if you have never seen Hope Floats. And I suggest this one and this one if you like clean comedy, and if you like kind of a romance, clean, this one's really good. So those are the movies that we watched in February. What did we watch? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 movies. That's like 2 a weekend, which is normal. We don't watch movies during the week normally because we've got our other programs on TV, or we just don't have the time, or I'm tired because I get home from work. But we tend to watch a movie on Saturdays and a movie on Sundays. So in the comments below, let me know if you've watched any of those movies. And I hope that you guys have a great day. Take care, and I shall talk to you later. Bye-bye.